Guys are looking pretty nice today, fellas. It is, whatever time that is. Well, lads, we're back. And what we doing? Well, I've got some protein powder because I'm going to make my breakfast. It is a little late, however, there's nothing much we can do about it, right? I woke up maybe like 2 hours ago. And we're going to do a brutal leg day. What up, chat? But yes, leg day today. We are bulking and I have gained weight, which is great. This might be a little full day of eating. Nice little full day of eating. Just a nice little full day of eating. Yeah, like a nice little full day of eating. Right, bulking. So, I have been bulking for like a month now, and I jumped on the scales this morning, as I do every Wednesday, as it is Wednesday as I'm recording this. And so, for the past like month, right, I have been exactly 86.95 kilos, which is not good, right? When I'm eating so much food and I'm staying the exact same body weight, that isn't good, fellas, right? So, we've upped the calories, and I am now eating 3,600 calories every single day, and we've gained weight. Finally! We've finally gained weight. So, we are now 87.4 kilograms. That is half a kilo. I will take that. That is great progress. We're feeling good. We're going to eat, because we've still got quite a bit of food to eat today, fellas, right? So, we are going to make our oat bowl wager, you know the drill. It's the same breakfast every day, fellas. Oats. We need the peanut butter. Milk, fruits. I need to do a little bit of shopping as well today. And I also need to buy a new gym pass. So how my gym works, right, is my gym isn't like you can't buy a membership at my gym online. My gym is like a cash only gym. You go to my gym, you give them £30 in cash for a month. They give you a receipt with a date on it of when you have to buy, or when your date runs out, right, for the membership. So, as I'm recording this, it's the 16th of July. My gym membership ran out on the 10th of July. So, does that mean, Tom, have you not been to the gym for 6 days? No. I have had a few rest days, and I trained at my local Pure Gym, which I don't like to because Pure Gym is a big fat L, and it's shit. But, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, we do need to get a new gym membership, and then it is leg day, which is fine, I guess. I'm kind of looking forward to training legs. I actually am. Peanut butter, fellas, is the best. If you're bulking, get some peanut butter. It is relatively cheap, very high in calories and high in protein. Peanut butter is mwah. And I'm going to make my way to the gym because it is also like 1:30, right? Which that's like quite late. For me personally, I like to train earlier. The earlier the better. Well, not maybe the earlier the better, but like, I'd say around 11 AM is like my perfect time to train. It's not too early to the point where you're still waking up, but it's also not late enough where the gym's going to be busy, so. Also, we've finished the peanut butter. And now we're going to make the whey drip. This flavour, by the way, slaps. Cereal milk, get your hands on some, use code TOMBROWN. Breakfast has been made. It kind of looks a bit like slop, fellas, I won't lie. However, it's the taste that counts. So excited for leg day. I actually have a knee injury, which is not ideal. When I squat, the injury really gets like pissed off, you know? I don't know, if I can squat I will, but I do try and avoid it because it just makes my knee worse. Sometimes, and I actually saw Tom Platz talk about this, was it Lee Priest? I think it was Tom Platz, it was one of them. I think Lee Priest and Tom Platz kind of look alike. Is that just me? They've both got the blonde thing going on. If I go in and my knee is injured, right, and I squat heavy, that's going to fuck my knee up worse, right? If I do leg extensions, take my quads to failure, and then do squats where I won't have to go nowhere near as heavy, so I'm not putting as much load on the machine, then I'm probably going to be able to do it, because it's heavy squat weight that really fucks my knee up, right? I mention this every YouTube video, but that has been like, that is probably the best thing for my brain. If any of you, I assume most of you are from England, if not all of you, but if you're not, then I'm sorry, you can't really relate to this, but Vimto is a very popular drink in the UK, and it is amazing, right? When you can take Vimto flavoured creatine, that tastes exactly like Vimto, it makes taking creatine 10 times easier. Ladies and gents, if you don't get anything from Myprotein, again, it would mean the absolute most because you are directly supporting me. Use code TOMBROWN, I'll leave a link in the bio so you can go to the website, put some stuff in your basket, use code TOMBROWN and send me a message over on the Instagram. And everyone that sends me a message if you're using my code, I'll send you a selfie. How about that? Yeah? Give you a glute spread. No, not happening. Pre-workout time. And we have, once again, I absolutely love this flavour, by the way, sour watermelon slaps. We're going to do 2 scoops of this bad boy because it is leg day and we need the caffeine. Whoosh. Whoosh. We're gonna listen to some depressing music on the way down to the gym and lock in for this leg day. I don't know why, right? But like, I'm gonna be honest with you fellas, like when I'm in the gym, I do listen to some depressing music. And it's because it like, I feel like when you listen to, not depressing music, but that sort of music, it just gets me in the mood to push harder, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, listening to a little bit of Katy Perry is nice here and there, but I need something to like help me lock in, you know? Some like depressing, like Kevin Maroney, Dorian Yates speech, and there's like, do you know what I'm saying? Some like sad music in the background. It makes me like just want to push harder, you know? That is what we're gonna do. We got the pre-workout. Double scoop, cheers. Ready. So, that was delicious. And now I'm ready to grow these legs because my legs aren't big. As you know, I will be competing in men's physique and legs aren't the priority, you know? I still want to grow my legs. That doesn't mean just neglect legs. Like, I want big legs, you know? And as a 6 foot tall man, it's hard. I have long legs, you know? Just make my legs a lot harder to grow than other people, right? Which is a little shit because in my opinion, aesthetic legs like are absolutely insane. And you don't show them off as much as you would your arms or your shoulders or your chest, but having big legs, I think is still a sign of like, this man trains hard, you know? It is leg day, and I won't lie, I can tell if I'm feeling a session or not, like as I'm walking to the gym. I'm not really feeling it, I won't lie. But either way, we're gonna crack on with the session. It is also very warm outside. I was walking to the gym and it is super humid and warm and I'm sweating my ass off. However, that is no excuse. So, we're gonna go over there. Oh no, actually we're gonna do a calf press on a leg machine. Then some leg extensions, then some calves, then some hamstrings, and then maybe squats. Maybe. But let's lock in for this session. And there's not gonna be much talking because I'm trying to lock in and get it done, so let's smash it. Hamstrings now, fellas. Luckily my gym have got like a little bit downstairs where they just like chuck all the random shit that people leave. So I've got these dodgy straps that look about 10 years old. But we are doing some RDLs. I don't do RDLs. And I'm kind of throwing my ego about here. I'll put 3 plates on each side. I'm probably gonna get like 3 reps. But fuck it. Listen, my legs need to grow desperately, especially my hamstrings. Let's get it. Look how nice this park is made. By the way, when I woke up it was like pissing me down, raining. And now it's red up. It's not red up, it's quite warm. Right? And I'm walking in the park with my hood up. Why? You all know this. Crippling body dysmorphia. It gets to the best of us, you know? 4 PM, 4:30, and I've had 1 meal. So, I did go to Lidl and I got a few bits topped up. Some eggs, my fruit. I'll show you everything when I get back. But we topped up on a little bit of food. And yeah, we're gonna make our way home now. And we're gonna eat some more fucking food and get bigger, hopefully. So I'll see you at home. This is the shopping. We topped up on the eggs because I've been having like 6, 7 eggs a day, fellas. So topped up on the eggs, fruit for our fruit bowl with the whey drip. You know, the breakfast bowls, right? Fruit. Because listen, you might be bulking, but you can never eat enough fruit, okay? Always eat fruit. These are the goats. I've been having like half to a full pack a day, just because they are super calorific. Look at 500 calories in half the bag. So, bash, 3 of them. Some cheese, which I can put with my eggs for the extra calories. Pasta sauce with the pasta, mince. Nice. Stocked up a little bit. And I am going to chill out for a bit because I need to do a few things. I've got a few jobs, fellas. I'm a busy man. It is now like 8 p.m. and I'm starving. We've got a lot more calories to eat. So, more food. What do we eat? Let's have a little bit of granola. Yes. How about a little bit of granola and half a pack? I bought 3 packs of these because these are the shit. They're actually really good. I'll tell you what, let's whack 500 grams, 100 grams of that, and let's make a nice cheeky little bowl of granola. Carb central, fellas. Next meal, brothers. We have 100 grams of the fruit and nut mix, 504 calories, I believe, and then 140 grams of granola with whole milk. I am just super happy that I've actually gained weight because, right, when you're eating, okay, and this was a big thing for me when I was at my bulk last year, right? Like, I specifically remember eating so much food every day, going to the shop, spending lots of money, eating loads of food, force feeding, horrible, right? Doing all that for a week, 2 weeks, to step on the scale and not get anywhere. That is the worst thing ever. Like, there's nothing more, not even humbling, but like, it's just not nice, you know? Because you're putting all this effort in, staying up so late. Especially me, I was staying up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, eating 5,500 calories a day. I won't gain weight. If I can step on that scale next week and be 87.7 or close to 88, that'll be insane, right? So, good hope for the best. I mean, 3,600 calories is not too much. Like, I'm coping. I can eat the food. It's not a big deal, right? Once it gets like the 4,500 mark, that's when I start struggling personally. Let's get this food down. It is about 8 p.m. and after this, I'm gonna have some eggs with cheese. I feel like pairing the eggs with the cheese just makes it taste 10 times better and it's just easier to get down, so we're gonna do that. I like my women how I like my cheese. Mature, I don't know about that. I've made myself a nice cheeky cup of tea, fellas. As a Brit, you cannot go wrong with a cup of tea. So, how is everything going? Training, diet, etc. It's going good, right? Like, I'm gonna spend the rest of this year in the surplus and I am trying to train. Not trying, I am training as hard as I can. I mean, some sessions are better than others. Everyone can relate to that. You know, sometimes you'll go into the gym and you really can't be asked to do anything. You'll do an exercise, maybe 2, and then you can't be asked. But you have to push through. And it's a shame it's like that, but it also, that's what makes bodybuilding kind of the enjoying sport it is. You know, it's like, even though you cannot be asked, you still have to show up and push as hard as you can, right? Like today with leg day, I walked like 3 exercises in my calves, my RDLs, and by that point I was just fucked. However, you know, we managed to finish the session. Are something that, you know, aren't too important for men's physique. Obviously they're important, I'm not saying that. However, there's priorities in each division. You know, you've got a priority, and in men's physique it really is, you know, the big shoulders, the nice wide back, the thin slim waist. So that is the priority for me, I'm afraid. As much as we want to train legs, I fucking hate training legs, that's a joke. We are going to be prioritizing our shoulders. And front delt, upper chest is what I'm wanting to prioritize during this bulk, right? Upper chest, front delt, which is fine by me because those are like my favorite 2 muscles to train, right? So that's not an issue. We have had our granola and our fruit and nut mix. Now we're gonna make some eggs and cheese. I will be cooking and having this all on the TikTok live, so I'll probably see you when we finish the meal. Yo. Hello. Eggs have been devoured. We had 6 eggs. A little bit of cheese with it, 50 grams of cheese, no, 40 grams? 40 grams of cheese and 6 eggs. Calories, boom! But the thing is, I eat roughly the same thing every single day. Like, meals don't differ too much. I do know roughly where I'm at with food. I am actually going to have a little bit more cheese, an extra 15 grams. Push. Fellas, cheese is good. It looks like my cat, Dolly. Yo. And some more food. We're gonna give him. How does this look, Dolly? Yeah. This looks like absolute shit, man. Fruits. So we'll have a nice little apple. So yeah, we are going to chill out now and just let this food digest, and we will be back with the next meal. This is your reminder to make sure you are subscribed so you are not missing any videos. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. That is pretty cool. We're going to get there pretty soon. So that's pretty dope, mate. I'm a plug merchant, right? If you do get anything from Myprotein, look at that. Tom Brown's exclusive offer. Code Tom Brown, get yourself some stuff and save yourself some pretty pennies. Because listen, pennies are worth more each and every day. Save your money, okay? 11:30 p.m. It's getting quite late. I'm going to make my last meal and I'm thinking mince pasta. Maybe. I have like 800 calories left and here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Which is actually alright. We don't have that much food to eat. Which is perfect. Because I am not the hungriest. So, I'm going to have pasta. However, instead of mince, tuna is what we're going to have. I thought I had another tin somewhere. Well, that's a little sad. Oh, we do. Never mind, we do. So, tuna. Yes, I didn't clean up. I need to clean up. Tuna, pasta, and we're going to slap some mayonnaise in there because you cannot go wrong with a little bit of mayonnaise. And that should hopefully bring us to our goal. Last meal of the day. Tuna, pasta. I'll throw the macros on screen. I had 160 grams of pasta, 2 tins of tuna, a little bit of mayonnaise. It's been a nice full day of eating. Leg day was successful. My hamstrings are a little sore actually from the RDLs. I don't normally do RDLs because they hurt my back. You know, I'm not a pussy, but you know, they do. Great movement, and you know, you can't really get the feel of RDLs from anything else. So I'm gonna finish the rest of this pasta. It's okay. I won't lie. It's a little bit minging, but you know, we're eating for the gains. I do really appreciate you all joining by. This bulk will continue. We will aim for this 100 kilo body weight, and I am excited to compete. I was actually looking back on a few of my old pictures from when I was peak cut, like a month and a half ago, and I won't lie, I miss it. I really, really, really miss it. And like, as small as I felt at the time, it's weird when you look back. When I look back and I was peak cut, I remember in that moment of time, I felt small, I felt skinny, I didn't even feel lean. Now I'm looking back at it, wow, was I lean. And I looked fucking good. So not to toot my own horn, because I do think I look like shit. But when we compete next year, fellas, hopefully we look the part. You know, the point of this bulk is to gain as much size as possible so that when we do compete, we look good. So yeah, until then, we're going to eat our food, train hard. And yeah, fellas, make sure you are subscribed, by the way. Mwah! I love you all. Goodbye.